Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Grimm season 3 episode 15. I want to say, I'm pretty sure it's 15. I am feeling like dog today and look like it as well, but I'm excited to dive into a new episode of Grimm and just get lost for a bit. So hopefully you guys will enjoy me on this journey as well. Let's roll that intro and here we go. You shall not become corrupt, you shall not become putrid, you shall not become worms. What's going on here then?
We better get somebody from the university down here.
Athens, Cairo, Malta, New York?
Wasn't she in the last episode? Isn't she the one that saw Wu's crush getting attacked by the Awang? Holy, what a find.
Here, help me over there.
You'd be documenting the crap out of this. I'm sorry, someone should be recording this. If this was to happen to you, you'd be recording it. Oh, he's still in here. Yep.
I still think we should tell him.
You saw how he was. Even if we wanted to tell him, he is not ready.
If I wasn't with Nick, I'm just not so sure I'd want to know.
Oh, that was honest.
I think we should wait and see how Will responds to treatment. And maybe he'll be okay.
What if he's not?
Then we have to tell him.
Oh.
An Egyptian god of the dead.
Well, now that it's up, we do it, right? Yeah, we do it.
What's gonna be in here? It'll be Wesens related, right?
You know somebody's supposed to be in the lab? I heard something.
You! Stand out where I can see you.
Holy.
I'm shot.
Hey!
God, this is a mess.
I heard gunshots. What's going on up there?
You best be on the move then. And we still don't know what was actually in there.
What I saw felt real.
How could it be real if you're the only one who saw it?
This is painful to watch, it really is. Especially because they could easily just back him. Not easily is the wrong word, but they could back him, you know? Again, I understand why they've not.
No tumors or lesions in my brain. Just the voice of my long-dead grandmother. Don't worry, I only see her in my dreams.
Nervous, chuckling.
We'll be back soon, okay?
It's really nice that they're visiting.
Why'd they open the sarcophagus?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Strange shape for a mummy, isn't it?
Could be a deformed human.
Or Wesens. Monroe's gonna know.
I protect the dead. Some people think of it as a curse.
What do you consider it?
I just want my lab back.
I just want my lab back, I've got work to do. There's people dead on your lab floor, love. Hello? Some people just have no tact, man. Hogwarts again. Victor and his goatee. Y'all sit. Oh, Sebastian always looks so nervous. I can't say I blame him. He always looks like his tail's between his legs. Do you not think?
All you have to do is tell me the names of all your friends in the Resistance.
Oh no, tell me he's not going to get tortured, man.
24 Canadian. Records for civil disobedience and vandalism.
What about the other man?
Renard, your friend's in trouble.
But we do think that Carl Herman could be Wesens.
Same kind as the mummy.
Strong family ties?
Well, let's try to untie them.
You've got other issues, Renard.
Yeah, I know. Mistakes happen. It couldn't be helped. Tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight.
Okay. Oh, let's see if he gets attacked by Adeline's baby again here now. Is that his heartbeat or... What?
How the hell did you get here?
Your baby.
She's right here.
I saw her. I picked her up.
She's been with me all night.
How's that possible?
Just like that's possible?
She's the only one who can answer that.
The baby is tiny. Holy. And looks very different to how she looked in the last one. Can we just say that?
Lots of Egyptian gods were Wesen.
Amit, Bast, Kepri. Total rock stars.
I like how they've linked that in. It's really cool.
Beati Pali.
Beati Pali, right?
Of course they'd know. Because they know everything. They're so clever.
If this mummy really is Wesen, I have to agree, displaying it Vogt is totally grotesque.
This mummy is not only a part of our heritage, it's our ancestor. If it really is the Beati Pali, the less we're involved, the better.
Treatment's going well.
This is a dumb story.
I just want to give him a big hug.
As luck would have it, I'd brought my bell on how IMO enabled me to film some of my investigation. You don't happen to have that film, do you?
He does have a lot of films up there. Because we saw one on the coins, didn't we?
Look for something Egyptian.
How about a hieroglyph?
I'll do it.
He looks a little like you, Nick.
Please, no full beard ever.
Oh, please do. We love a full beard.
After some coercion, the Anubis confirmed he was a member of the Beati Pali. That's what Monroe and Rosalie were just talking about.
Yep.
He was there to steal the mummy.
Well, if he tried once, he'll try again.
We better warn Professor Gates.
Like, right now probably, because it looks late there, and he said tonight, so...
What part of closed don't they understand?
Is this gonna be?
Sorry, we're...
I know.
The council.
I didn't call the council. Why are you here?
I want to talk to the Grimm.
Dun dun dun.
Professor, we need to talk. Now.
Because they're the FBI.
I won't be scared into not doing my research.
This man is not your normal radical.
You know people died, love?
Why don't you do your job and catch this guy and let me do mine?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to do right now.
I think you did a pretty good job there.
Nick, how are you?
What do you want? Just stay there.
All right.
What's that about?
Wesens Council.
Yeah, this... I'd be on the phone to Renard right now if I was Nick.
Je ne peux pas vous répondre pour le moment.
Why not?
It's not like Sebastian, is it? You know he's in trouble.
You can either change your mind or choke on your heroics.
I hope he chokes on his pipe.
I've kind of been through something similar.
Very similar.
I decided it didn't really matter. Whether it was real or not, I had to lose my fear of it.
And then what happened?
I got better.
I feel like he needed that. He really needed that in that moment. I'm so glad that Juliet went there.
That's why the council wants you to stop him.
To lock him up.
He called the council and asked for help in stealing it tonight.
He was the one on the phone.
You want me to kill him?
You're a Grimm. That's what you do.
Can they not lock him up?
Yes, you don't have much time. Neither do I. I have a plane to catch.
Big decisions for Nick here now.
Is it me, or was that weird?
That was really weird. Maybe you should have listened to Nick, love. You know? Instead of getting all high and mighty.
This is where he dropped him off. They can't have got far.
We'll find them.
Oh, with his little cap on. So very British, darling, though.
It's so much better to cooperate, isn't it?
Oh, look at his little face.
The only thing you have to worry about now is that we find them.
The baby's gonna protect them, isn't she?
Thank you for helping us. So weird to think of myself as us.
She's grown attached.
My girlfriend was killed 2 years ago by the royals. And not quickly.
I suggest you move. And the sooner the better.
Well, that's not going to be easy. There's 3 of us now.
You're on the move.
Professor Gates?
They're gonna be too late. They're already on the way to the lab, right?
He's got her.
How does the council know about our relationship with Nick? I mean, let's not forget this guy, Alexander. He's an assassin. No, we're on our way.
Oh, God, what are we doing now?
They literally just been saying how they didn't like the situation. Ring. They're off to do something else.
It's a sacrilege! Oh, my God!
Oh, he's a good fighter, this guy, as well. Not as good as our Nick, though.
I couldn't have seen what I thought I saw.
What you've been through is very stressful. She's blaming stress.
Probably for the best.
Literally just been on about this in an episode of Buffer. 605.
They can't have got far.
Got their own little scent dogs sniffing their way to the baby.
How much further?
We need to keep moving.
They're getting along, these two, even more so. I want to say ship it, but he's probably going to end up dying if I do that. Usually how my ships go.
I hope you've got Alexander.
We're looking right at him.
What do you want us to do?
Nothing. Just sit tight.
What's Nick got up his sleeve, do you think? Has he swapped it out? No, he's just going to stop him in his tracks.
You lied to me.
You did what we needed you to do. I can't let you stop me this time.
We're not going to.
Oh, they're doing it together. Okay. He's being respectful of their traditions.
This is really kind of touching. Except for the part where we helped them steal a 3,000-year-old mummy and burn it.
The way he looks at Nick there.
Let's get out of here before they change my mind.
So you don't think what you saw was real anymore?
It's never real. It's one thing I'm sure of.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
It's all just in my head. And that is where it's gonna stay.
Okay, let's see though if that actually remains the case. I felt as though it was a bit of information overload during that episode, and I did struggle to follow it completely. I think I did my best though. I did okay. Not because they did it poorly. I think it's just, you know, the way I'm feeling, and it was very intense, wasn't it? So we had a lot of history in this one, a lot of Wesen history, politics. There was some heavy opinions as well. Like Monroe and Rosalie got very passionate when it came to this, which is nice to see. There was a lot of manipulation, lies as well, like Nick said, with regards to, what was his name? It was Alexander. I've just checked and it was Alexander. So, like Nick said to him, like, you should have just not lied in the first place. Just told me what you wanted and why, and we go from there. And I think Nick giving the olive branch to Alexander there and saying about the Anubis and them burning the 3,000-year-old mummy, that's Nick's way of saying, like, I'm a decent guy. Yes, I am a Grimm, but I'm understanding of things as well. I'm not your typical Grimm, from what I can gather. I haven't got to know many other Grimms, you know. But from the way that the show's shown it so far, is very much so Grimms have a role, they do their role, and that's that, and they are brutal. Whereas I feel with Nick, because he hasn't been raised in a traditional Grimm way, he's been out of the loop for years of his life, he's different, he's unique, and he still has that Grimm quality and name. So the weight of a Grimm through his ancestors is still very weighty, and he can use that to his advantage at times. And Renard can as well. Like, Renard is definitely using him having a Grimm to his advantage as well. So I hated seeing Sebastian getting tortured. Was not a fan. And Renard knew something was wrong, because Sebastian's his go-to guy that he can count on. So not hearing from him in 2 days, something was definitely wrong. And luckily he got in touch with, what's the guy's name that's with Adelind right now? But he got in touch anyway, and they moved on. It's nice to see Adelind look at her baby now with love in her eyes, because I never really thought that we would get that. I hoped, don't get me wrong, I was hoping, but the way that she's been, I'm not so sure. What I do wonder and question is if the baby knows and understands what her mother was willing to do to get her gift back. And I'm kind of hoping that we get to explore that a little bit more, to be honest. And I want to see Renard meet said baby as well. That'd be a really cool scene. Monroe and Rosalie being uncomfortable about being in the middle of the Grimm and the council and everything else. And Monroe knows firsthand what it's like with his parents, so he's used to being in the middle, but this feels heavier because of the council's power, I guess. And Alexander is an assassin, and if he's in the middle, he steps one foot out of line or he tries to back Nick, it's his life on the line. He could die for that. So they're in murky water right now, and you could see the nerves and feel the nerves in the room when Alexander was there in Monroe's home and Rosalie's home. So what else did we have in this? The Drew Wu stuff as well, and Juliet I absolutely loved, and I appreciate Juliet taking the time to go and visit Wu, because one, he never expected it, but two, she can share her pain and her experience, and in doing so put his mind at ease a little bit and know that he isn't alone. Like, this stuff does happen, he isn't crazy, it's a blip in his life right now that he can overcome. And yes, in this case, realistically in the show, he did see that and it happened, it was real, but there's still that reassurance of mind over matter. You know, he can, the strength of his mind, if he doesn't want to believe it, he doesn't need to believe it. And the mind is an extremely powerful tool. It can be a scary one, but willpower, you know, and control. You can take control as best you can, and it takes time, but hopefully Wu is in a much better place now. I just wonder if it's gonna last, obviously, within this world, because he's surrounded by Wesen all the time. All the freaking time, and things that you can't really explain. I'm losing my voice. I'm very excited to see where the rest of this season goes now. I want to see more with Adelind and Renard, 100%. And they touched upon the wedding again in this one, so seeing or exploring more so the build up to that wedding will be nice. Maybe finding out a little bit more about his mum and what she's up to when it comes to the coins, because they drop that in every now and then. So it'd be good to have her return. I think she was such a strong character. It was sad that she went, but also I get it, and it suits the story. Like, they played it well. But yeah, I'm really happy with that episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it. If you did, give this video a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. A massive shout out to all of my patrons, guys, because without you, this content wouldn't be a thing, and I'm very, very lucky to have you. And yeah, I just hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. And now it's time for a comment from the Dat Pack, and a familiar name in today's, it's Claire, and this is from my 313 reaction, and it's the, I can't pronounce this word, the Verteheitan. I've probably butchered that, but hopefully you guys know what I mean when I continue. Is when two different species of Wesen consent to exchange their scent with one another. I vaguely remember it being explained off screen when the show first aired, which I personally thought was a mistake, that the explanation should have been included in the episode itself. I'm all for show don't tell, but in this case, the Verteheitan is actually a huge deal in terms of Grimm lore, and I feel like it warranted more than just an off-air, oh by the way, hand wave. A Fuchsbau and a Blutbad exchanging their scent essentially means that one can track and potentially hunt the other. Ooh, okay. So to willingly offer your scent to another in that case signifies a real commitment towards building friendship and trust, which is huge. Like, I could not agree more with what you've just said. Why would they keep that off the episode? that is a really poor decision, because watching that scene between Rosalie and Monroe's mum, I was confused. I didn't really understand what was happening. I was trying to fill in the blanks, but I didn't know it was like an exchange of scent and that it's a start of a friendship because they can then look out for the other one. But thank you, Claire, for filling that blank in for me, because I really appreciate you giving me the knowledge if the show wasn't gonna do that for me. So thanks for explaining it. I really appreciate you. And thank you for watching, as always. If you guys want to see one of your comments at the end of my videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, bye for now.